Hey guys, just taking a lunch break in Monticello on my way back up into Utah, picking up an excavator this afternoon. It's going back to Salt Lake City. I just wanted to talk about this voter fraud mess that's going on right now. It's intentional. They could have a secure voting system that worked, that we could vote absentee, that poor people who can't afford IDs could vote. They could have come together and given us a system that worked, but they didn't want to. They want people to not believe in the election system. They want people to not vote, and it works, you know. That way they can stay in power. The fewer people who vote, the less you have to work to get people's votes, and the less opposition there is to the duopoly's ideas, and that's how they stay in power. So it's working, and it's really infuriating that this is the way it's turned out. You know, I had Elliot Sherman on the show a few months back, and he had a great idea that would allow absentee voting with no fraud. And he said that since IDs do not cost a lot of money, it's something that the state should be able to provide, even though he's a libertarian. He said one of the few things government could do is provide an ID so that everyone can vote. And then he said polling, the polls should be open for a long period of time to allow early voting so people can go vote in person if they want. But if you had your ID and you showed up at the post office or whatever location you have to get your ballot, you just present your ID and you get your ballot and everything would be fine. There's no fraud. There's the possibility to still vote at any time. You don't have to stand in a long line. So there are ways they could have done this, but they chose not to. It's like this with everything, you know, gun control, drugs, you know, they want there to be a problem. They want to be able to fundraise off of preventing things that are preventable through other means from happening. Gun control. The Democrats don't want to take your guns away, because if they took your guns away, they wouldn't have the fundraising emails to send out to everyone that, we need to stop Mitch McConnell so that we can pass this law. And then the NRA, they don't want the Democrats to go away. They don't want the anti-gun lobby to disappear, because then there goes their fundraising. It's all just a big game. All these special interests and lobbyists and corporations, they live off of the ability to make a problem that can't be solved. So this is going to set back absentee voting and access to voting a generation because people aren't going to believe in it anymore. And it's really infuriating to me, because in 2020, you should be able to pretty much vote from your phone, in my opinion. It should be one of the easiest things to do, but it's so hard, and it's so discouraged because the candidates are so bad, and there's so much misinformation. It's just really too bad that we live in America in 2020 and so few people vote. But that's just what I've been thinking about while I'm having lunch here. So take it easy, everyone. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I'll catch you next time.